EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete to
the previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Burrow.
At the 3-yard line.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete.
Jordan Franks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack.
Number 25, Marlon.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rivers now from the 50. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
White, 85.
Rivers to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Let's get this. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
To number 13.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Load it. Load it. Red. Red.
On 2nd and 1, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. These two teams all tied after 1. From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On on second down. It's Hines. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Again, it's Burrow. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
You ain't doing nothing today.
First down, Rivers. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. 12.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
A gain of 16.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fourth down, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout.
Good for a Colts.
7 seconds left in the first half.
First and goal at the
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. You. Switch it, yeah, switch it. Check. Check hot route. Check three.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run once more with Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. Hey, check right. Watch it, you Load it. Left.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
At the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
And that's something that he does consistently. Puts quarterbacks on the ground. And Carlos Dunlap, maybe not a household name around the NFL, but everyone knows he comes to play each and every year. He hasn't had less than 7.5 sacks since 2012, had 9 in 2019.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
After the sack on first down, Rivers, and he's going to go down again.
Rivers.
Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Rosas pulled it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
The Bengals first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Draw play. This is Hines. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow on play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards to gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack.
Rivers.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Tackled back at the 33.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Hey, downtown! Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57
On third down, Rivers looking deep for Hilton and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, it's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Darren Lee.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Because I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to number
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
55 Mike, 954. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A second down throw for Rivers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, I'm
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers, he completes this one to Mack. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Oh, that'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
6 man. Check curls.
To the air again here, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Recovered.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he gets it down to the 32.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable.